Hey you guys, it's Anne Marie. Happy Saging of the Soul Saturday. Saging of the Soul Saturday. Saging of the Soul Saturday. Let's go ahead and sage our soul. Boom, boom, boom. I hope everybody's having a great day. I thought we would dive a little bit more. I'm really liking these What's the Vibe deck, our cards. So why don't we pull some cards and get some messages of clarity for those who like it. Went like a whore on dime night. Oh, they've said it about me anyway, so. All right, let's get some messages of clarity for those who would like it. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, Mother Gaia. I'm so grateful for today. Right. What's the vibe for the collective, Spirit? What do they need to be aware of? What do we need to be aware of? Who's in the energy? Who's in the energy, Spirit? Ooh, thank you for the breeze. Family, blood ties, inner circle. Ooh. Intimacy, mutual respect, unity, closeness. What's the other one? I don't even know where I saw it, but I'm sure this isn't something new. Is that your blood ties aren't always your family. Your blood ties or people in your inner circle should provide you with the mutual respect that you deserve. If your family fights like cats and dogs, remember that that's just your matrix family. It's not your real family. Family isn't defined by your bloodline. It's defined by who you energetically match and who is on your frequency and your vibration. Some people who are in alignment with you are ones that celebrate you, ones that encourage you, ones that when you're done having an interaction with them or simple conversation, you feel rejuvenated and full of power and love and feel very encouraged. The vibe around you is to take a look at the people in your inner circle. An honest look. Think about all the individuals and say, does this person celebrate me? Does this person help me or hinder me? Is this person trying to hurt me or are they trying to help me? Honestly, think about that. It's oftentimes the people in our inner circle are the ones that are doing us the dirtiest. Not in all cases, I'm saying once you align yourself with different people. And there is, in my opinion, and what Spirit says, like there is a space of time and where you may go without feeling, or you may go feeling like you don't have anybody, that you don't have any connections with people when you're making the transition to break away from what's no longer meant for you. We have to break away and remove ourselves from people that don't honor and respect us so that we can make room for those that do honor and respect us. If you're not making any room, how are they going to get in? That's the first thing. The second thing, from an outsider, someone that you're trying to like vibe with, or you think you might be a part of your soul tribe or whatever, however you want to define your good inner circle, the positive inner circle. From afar, they may look at you and see all the messiness that you have in your current circle, and they don't want any part of it. Because beings that vibrate at a higher frequency, they no longer resonate with low level type of shit, low vibration type of shit. And it's never from a judgment place. It's just that once some of us get to a certain place, we just don't want to fuck around with low vibration stuff because we're not trying to lower our vibration. Especially because the things that we face on a daily basis, sometimes we need to make sure our vibration is super, super high. It's not to say to have what's the word? Why am I forgetting all of a sudden? It's not this Pollyannish attitude that you don't deal with stuff and everything's all, rainbows and butterflies and shit like that. It's not about that at all. It's just that sometimes you have to work double time, not work double time, but do things extra or put extra things into place to raise your vibration on those especially lower days. Okay, but anyway, Spirit wanted me to say that. And so there's going to be this space and time where you're like, well, I've cut everybody else out, so where's everybody else at? Did you heal those cords that you cut? Did you do cord cutting? Did you cut those cords with these people, or do you keep going back? And if you have you healed what caused that connection? I shouldn't say what caused, it's in my brain, but I'm trying to, have you healed when you severed that cord? Let's say it was codependency. Have you worked through some of your codependency or people-pleasing behaviors? If you are someone who is cutting cords with people who are toxic, that may be verbally abusive to you or even physically abusive to you, have you healed those wounds that make you feel unlovable? Because somebody who loves themselves doesn't allow people to treat them like shit even one time, or after the first time they're out. It takes a while to get there. It does. But Spirit's not going to bring you in the people and the energies that Spirit wants to and that you want to, that you've been manifesting, if you haven't healed those type of cords. This is why I've chosen to remain single and celibate for 2.5 years, because I've really been working on and healing certain things that attached me to ex-partners that were very toxic, and that I stayed in situations, I stayed in relationships that weren't meant for me because of fear. And so until I have healed that, and now I've healed it, and so now it's just a little bit of a fear thing, like I don't want no one to mess up my shit. I don't even date. But it's important to heal whatever that is. Is that making sense? If you want some more examples, or if you're curious about how to heal certain wounds, just you can private message me, or you can leave it in the comments, and I can do some videos on those as well, to the best of me and Spirit's ability to assist the collective, because it can be challenging. It's one thing to say you got to cut cords and leave room and space for what's meant for you, and you just kind of wait for it to happen. It's like, it's easier said than done. It is. It's easier said than done. And so Spirit is saying that if you're in this space right now where you've cleared out what no longer serves you, if you cleared out these energies, start to look at whatever was the cord that bound you to this person, that kept you, staying in these situations, whether it's romantic, platonic, toxic work environments, toxic bosses, toxic co-workers, toxic friends, toxic family, whatever it is. Take an honest look at yourself and say, what did I feel a lack of that I would allow someone to treat me that way? And it's not about other people not taking responsibility for what they did, but we're not focusing on other people. We're focusing on what inside of you, good, bad, or indifferent, that needed to heal or needs to heal, so that you don't repeat the same pattern. Or when something of a higher vibration, when this mutual respect of an energy and this unity and this closeness comes into you, that you don't fuck it up and muck it all up because you haven't healed from the other connections that you walked away from that weren't serving you. Sometimes there's a lot of individuals, this is what I learned about myself and just my energy and how far I've come. I've recognized that a lot of people aren't really used to authentic, loving, generous, kind people, generous in their energy, and just want the best for them. They don't want anything in return. That's me. That's how I roll. Like, we cool. And because the people still have toxic people in their life, which seems familiar in the comments, then like everybody treats people like shit like this, or people don't hold them accountable. But because Spirit showed me, so because these people are still stuck in their toxic ways, and they see someone like you come along, they think something's wrong with you and that you have ulterior motives. And so this is what it can look on the flip side. And so Spirit doesn't want you to be that person where when these genuine energies come in your life and your soul family, the people who give you, like I said, this this mutual respect and your whatever you want to call it, doesn't want you to fuck it up when it comes in. If you think, oh, they must be doing some crazy shit because no one is this nice or this kind. Use your intuition, okay? But Spirit is really wanting you to take a look at those cords that you've cut, those things you've walked away from or still need to walk away from, to look at and heal from that while you're in this space. That's why Spirit keeps us by ourselves and isolated, so we can learn what our energy is, so we can learn what we accept and what we won't accept, and heal those wounds. So when what's meant for us comes in, we're like, hey, let's rock. We're out of time.